Alright, Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai and double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and blessings to the elect of the nation of Israel. This is Amma One from the Great Millstone camp here in Trinidad. Can we return next lesson through the Spirit? Basically is on being a brother in this truth, because that is what this truth is about. You understand? It's not about all the knowledge we might know, we might think, you know. This truth is about being brotherly toward your next, toward your brothers, toward all brothers, whether they be however they come, you be brotherly toward them, while it's the calling on Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai. You understand? You do the correct things and be a brother, despite what? Yahushai say if your brother compel you to go a mile, you go with him 2 miles, just to show the brother, hey, I done with you despite what? You understand? You go with him 20 miles. Because that's what this truth is about. This truth is not about me. This truth is not about no individual brother. Individuality in this truth will fucking be, it won't work with the Most High. Individuality is a brotherhood. That is what we building here. And in a brotherhood, you have to operate as a brother in a brotherhood. So brothers is be what? Patient, long-suffering, kind, gentle. As much as lied within you, live peaceably with all men. Scripture says he that is angry with his brother without a cause. So at times you could get angry, but be angry and sin not. You understand? This 1 John chapter 4 verse 7, it says, Beloved, let us love one another, for love is of God, and everyone that loveth is born and knoweth the Most High. Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai is born of the Most High, and knoweth the Most High Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai. He that loveth not knoweth not Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, for Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai is love. Alright? That is what he is. And if you do have genuine love, because in this thing, the apostles of Great Millstone always just say it. It going and have men who just come in, who do endure, who does just come in for reasons of self. Let me get a precept there. On field. You understand? They're coming for all various reasons, and they never really get into the loving your brother's spirit, and eventually what is going, they lose that membership in the truth. It's not about losing the membership in the truth. It's about gaining the membership in the truth. About becoming like Yahushai. That is what that is the image we looking to become. You understand? We looking to become What we was in the world, what we was in the world dead. What we was in the world is no longer. These 1 Peter 1 and 22 says, seeing ye have purified your souls in obeying the truth through the Spirit unto unfeigned love. Because we now read what love, yeah, you could say love. Love easy to say. This world does say love. But what is love? Keeping the commandments of the Most High. You see? Unto unfeigned love of the brethren, see that ye love one another with a pure heart fervently. You do it out of a pure heart. You do it because the Bible says do it or do it. No. Sincerely, you want to see you want to help this person. You want to help that brother who you're standing up next to on the line. And this is what the kingdom of heaven is about. This is why Paul says in 1 Corinthians 13, and I will go to that. You understand? This is what it is about. We striving for the kingdom of heaven. The kingdom of heaven is about charity, being charitable to you're outside on the highways and the byways in the lineup. You're charitable to the brother who you're standing up next to. In all the churches are the saints. You understand? All churches are the saints. Despite wherever you is in the world, this is how you're supposed to be. Because that is what going to bring you to the kingdom of heaven now. Let me look up that word unfeigned. Unfeigned, it comes from the Greek word.
Strong's G 505, anupakritos. Anupakritos.
And it means unfeigned, undisguised, sincere. Alright? Without dissimulation, without hypocrisy. That is the kind of love you do. You're loving because you genuinely love. Because this world, let's say, Esau does tell you he love. Esau does tell you he love. Yeah, I love. Esau does spread, who could spread love more than Esau? Nobody in this world could spread love more than Esau. But the love what Esau giving you is that he tell you it in your face and then he turn your fucking back. You understand? Chuck you in your back with the love he have. He watch you, he tell you, yeah, I love you. But then right after that, he moving like a fuck up person with you. You understand? He sincerely going and go the extra mile to show you how much he love this, how much he love you. That's how Esau does love. We can't love so in the truth. Without dissimulation, love without dissimulation, love without hypocrisy. You see? That is what we are to have, and that is what going to lead you into the kingdom of heaven. That is the kingdom of heaven. I'm going to get that precept. 1 Corinthians chapter 13 verse 1. It says, though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels, and have not charity, I am become a sounding brass and a tinkling cymbal. Now charity is not what Esau does consider charity. That you give this brother something, or you give, and you're giving for people to see. When you look up the meaning of the word charity, it comes from the Greek word agape. Agape. Alright?
Strong's G26, agape. Agape.
Agape. Or agape, wherever. It says affection, goodwill, love, benevolence, brotherly love. Brotherly love. If you don't have that, It's become a sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal. And you know what that is? That just make fucking noise. Just noise, just empty noise. That is all you're going to do, be making empty noises. You understand? You're talking and we see what the Apostle Paul said, do I speak with the tongues of men and of angels, and have not charity, and become a sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal? And do I have the gift of prophecy? Meaning you could go out there, you could prophesy, break down the scriptures like a tea. You could do it better than anybody. And understand all mysteries and all knowledge. And do I have all faith, so that I could remove mountains, and have not charity, I am nothing. So he's showing you faith and all is being conquered by charity. Knowledge is being conquered by charity. And understanding is being conquered by charity, because the end of the commandment is charity. That is the end of the commandment. Thou shalt love thy brother as thyself. And law fulfilled in that. If I don't like this for myself, if I examine myself and I know within myself I wouldn't like this, if somebody do me, I ain't doing it to this person because I wouldn't like it. And that is what loving your brother as yourself. Loving your brother as yourself is not mashing somebody's corn and standing upon it. You see it offending, you eat, you come off and you say, Salak, forgive me, I was mashing it in ignorance, I am very sorry. I didn't mean it. You mash somebody's corn and just stand up and be this big bad man and you ain't moving, no. It says, and do I bestow all my goods to feed the poor? So that's showing you that is not charity, because that's what Esau does describe as charity, giving the goods to feed the poor. But he said, do I bestow all my goods to feed the poor? And do I give my body to be burned? You're out there on the highways and the byways working tirelessly, and have not charity, it profiteth me nothing. It don't profit you, because you ain't doing it sincerely. It says charity suffereth long, meaning you're long suffering. You take bullshit for long, in hopes that it go stop. You understand? That the Most High will see. You suffer long, in hopes that the Most High Yahweh Yahushua will see. It says, and is kind. Alright, charity envieth not. Charity vaunteth not itself, is not puffed up, doth not behave itself. This is what charity does. It do behave itself unseemly. It does keep itself in an order. Scripture says, let all things be done what? Decently and in order. That is how charity does keep a man of the Lord. It says, seek it not her own, is not self-centered. Charity is not self-centered. Charity does give. You see? Brotherly love, that is what Paul is showing you. This is what brotherly love is. Charity is not easily provoked. Long suffering. Not every little thing that's provoke you to wrath and say, nah. No, you long suffer, you suffer long. That is what charity is. It says, thinketh no evil. Charity don't think evil toward the brother, to see him get hurt, or see him be destroyed. This is the kingdom of heaven we looking toward. It says, rejoiceth not in iniquity, but rejoiceth in the truth. Beareth all things, believeth all things, hopeth all things, endureth all things. Endure all things, hope all things, bear all things. That is why Yahushua say, if your brother asks you to go a mile with him, you go with him 2 miles. Matter of fact, if it's 20 miles he asks, just go. Don't fear the way, because the Most High have your back. Don't fear the way and say, no, I staying right here, brother. I could just go 1 mile with you, and I can't go further than that. And that you not being charitable, you being some kind of grimy Negro in the world, and that's not what we are about in the street. So, brethren, all over the world, whoever listening, is not directed to anybody. This is directed to myself first, to me first. Every video I do on these things, I just say this directed to myself. I speaking to me. And then, if anyone or you take heed, then so be it, all over the world, you know. But I always say, I speak to myself first. Because cast out the beam from thine own eye, then thou shalt be able to see clearly. You know? It says charity never faileth. But whether there be prophecies, they shall fail. Because prophecies, you know, you go be outside there, you're preaching, you had the latest prophecy. But that prophecy eventually going to come to pass. Like the kingdom of heaven, that eventually going to come to pass. So that will eventually fail. That will stop some point in time. We will be in the kingdom of heaven. But the kingdom of heaven is charity, because in the kingdom of heaven going to be what? Brothers showing love and affection toward each other. You see? It says, whether there be tongues, they shall cease. So you could talk in whatever tongues, you know? Because the day soon going to come when the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahushua go and give the men the power to speak fluent Chinese and fluent Mandarin, Arabic and all of that. But in the kingdom of heaven, we going to have all power once we part of the elect. And we going to speak in whatever tongue we decide to. So the knowledge of having tongues and what Paul's saying is all them things going on stop. Because we going and get it perfect. Whether there be knowledge, it shall vanish away. Whether it is knowledge, we going to know all things. So you know you might have the latest mystery thing. You break it down, you bring it out. But that going to come to an end because we going to know it all in the kingdom of heaven. This is what you going to say, yes. It's for we know in part and we prophesy in part. But when that which is perfect is come, then that which is in part shall be done away. So then when we get these perfect bodies, and this perfect Yahushua come back, and we in perfection, whatever we know in part is going to be done away, because we're going to know everything perfectly. But charity will never be done away. You see? It says, when I was a child, I spake as a child, I understood as a child, I taught as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. It says, for now we see through a glass darkly, but then face to face. Now I know in part, but then shall I know even as also I am known. It says, and now abideth faith, hope, charity. These three. But the greatest of these is being a brother. Because that is the kingdom of heaven. You understand? Charity. The greatest of these is charity. You know? So I came around the world. Take heed. So be circumspect. That's why the Apostle Paul talk about being circumspect. And so being circumspect is like you're walking on eggshells. It's like you're actually walking on eggshells. You understand? and examining yourself. 2 Corinthians 13:5 says, examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves, how that Yahushua is in you, except ye be reprobates. So you had to check yourself. Circumspect. Circumference. Meaning around. Alright? All around. Spectacle. Alright? Like glasses or whatnot. Meaning to see. So circumspect, break it down, is looking all around. And when you're looking all around you, you're checking to see if you have any fucking filth on you. And if you find filth on you, you go before the living God who answered prayers and heareth prayers and say your prayers. And the living God, Lord willing, who merciful, Lord's willing, forgive your sin and have mercy upon you. But if you ain't been examining yourself, if you ain't been examining, if you ain't putting yourself in an examination room right through, you go just be doing things and just in knowing and telling yourself you're correct and you're right, but you're not really. You have to examine yourself. And I've been down that road before, and I just go down that road when I'm not examining myself. You see? But then when you do examine yourself and you realize you're off, you repent. In case some point if you did something to offend, because Yahushua talk about offending the little ones, right? Yahushua speak about that. Offending the little ones. If you do anything to offend any of the little ones, which is the elect, alright? Yahushua say what? Yahushua say, if you do anything to offend them, take a millstone and hang it about your neck. Because if you offend them, is doom, you're doomed. But if you offend and you realize that you offend, take it up with your brother face to face. Take it up with him and say, hey, Salak, forgive me before I be destroyed. And that shows that you fear the Most High. Because a man who fear the Most High will just leave it as that and just go. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom is the fear of the Lord, and a wise man will do what is necessary to make it into the kingdom of heaven, because he know this is what is necessary. Making it into the kingdom of heaven is not calling Esau the devil. No fucking body making it into the kingdom of heaven calling Esau the devil. Who the fuck want make it into the kingdom of heaven calling Esau the devil? Fuck, black unconscious community that's called Esau the devil. Then that's called Esau the devil. The so-called white man, you white people are wicked, showing you the images of what they do them in slavery, the Africans and whatever they think. So-called white people, just call them so-called guttural Jews, the devil, and them is the same race. This is not about calling the white man the devil. It was never about it, and it will never be about it. Or getting the latest breakdown, or some mystery have been revealed through the Spirit. This is not about that. This is about being your brother's keeper. And if it's not your brother's keeper, yeah, it's like Cain. Alright? And Cain was of that wicked one, alright, who slew your own brother. It's from since back then, yes, the Lord showing you being your brother's keeper is what this is about. You see? I got a precept there. I got Titus. Titus 3 and 1. It says, put them in mind to be subject to principalities and powers, to obey magistrates, to be ready to every good work, to speak evil of no man. That is you being your brother keeper. To be no brawlers, but gentle, showing meekness unto all men. For we ourselves also were sometimes foolish, disobedient, deceived, serving diverse lusts and pleasures, living in malice and every hateful and hating one another. But this truth is not about hating one another. You can't hate. You can't hate nobody. I could speak for myself, brother. I don't hate no brother, boy. Lord, you know my heart, man. But me don't hate no brother, boy. You know what it's about? That's strong word, man. It's about love, boy. Sincerely. Sincere brotherly love is the kingdom of heaven. You understand? And I now was studying that, and I realized, yes, that's what this thing is about. Sincere brotherly love for the brethren. For the brethren. You see? First John 1 John chapter 3 verse 14. It says, we know that we have passed from death unto life because we love the brethren. He that loveth not his brother abideth in death. Whoso hateth his brother is a murderer, and you know that no murderer hath eternal life abiding in him. Hereby we perceive we the love of the Most High, because he laid down his life for us, and we ought to lay down our lives for the brethren. You lay down your life because your life ain't yours. Your life is his own, and he life is yours, and that is how it does go. But whoso had this world's good, and seeth his brother have need, and shutteth up his bowels of compassion from him, how dwelleth? If you have 700 grand, like I had this guy in GMS a while back, he run into about 250 grand. You understand? From settlement he get. He was in GMS. 250 grand he get, and he turned his fucking back on the apostles. He turned his back on all of them. He just leave the truth. All the time he was in the truth. The Most High blessed him with 250 G's, and he just say, well, fuck them. I gone, I get you. Where apostle to have blast that man from left, right, and center. And I didn't understand it back then. I was young. I was like, but why he getting on with the man so that he demand money? But no, it's not that. The scripture here. It says, but whoso had this good, and seeth his brother have need, and shutteth up his bowels of compassion from him, how dwelleth the love of the Most High in him? You don't have the love of the Most High in you because you seen you could help the brother, and you just say, fuck it. It says, my little children, let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth. You see? Then we don't love in word, Yeah, say, yeah. Much love, you know? Like me, myself, I talking for myself personally. Before I tell you I love you, you don't just tell nobody I love them just so in the truth. Because the scripture say, every brother will utterly supplant. I love every Akim. I love you. You know, every brother I see, man, you know me, the brother, man, I love you, man. I love you. The scriptures talk about that. The scripture say you had to examine then. You had to examine and then you could don't be hasty to credit nobody. Scriptures tell you about that. See? It says in verse 20, it says, for if our heart condemn us, if we own mind condemning we, the Most High is greater than our heart and knoweth all things. So if your own mind condemning you because you know you're doing some fucking shit wrong, so your mind condemning you. I'm a storage space running now. It says, for if our heart condemn, but beloved, if our heart condemn us not, then have we confessed toward the Most High. So we have faith toward the Lord. See? But this truth is not Esau being, I say it already, I'll say it again, I will keep saying it. As I'm growing in this thing, as I'm going on 3 years, and as I'm growing in this thing, this is not about calling Esau the devil. Esau have nothing to do. I will say this. Esau being the devil have nothing to do with you being on the chariots. You knowing Esau is the devil alone have nothing to do with you going on the space or the so-called UFOs, the chariots of Israel. That ain't going to help you. Nah. Hell no. Esau being the devil ain't going to help you. Alright, yeah, he's the devil. So the fuck what? What going to help you? What going to make you go on them so-called UFOs or them chariots of Israel, brother? Or brothers? Around the world? Is faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai and love toward the Akim. Because that is what the kingdom of heaven is about. You understand? Faith toward Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai and love toward the brethren. And if that not abiding, pray to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. It's a easy thing. Scripture says ye have not because ye ask not. So you have to ask. And sincerely, not wavering. Because a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. So you don't waver. You say, Lord, I want this. And this is what I want. I want to do good. I want to be better. I want to, you know. Because all of we have to strive toward that mastery. Because none of we imperfect. All of we have flaws. So we striving for perfection. That is why I was trying to say, be perfect as your heavenly Father is perfect. So you're striving toward it. And while you're striving toward it, this video is an exhortation to the Akim around the world. You know, while we're striving toward it, we pull each other to go toward that mark. You know, we pull each other, we guide each other, we help each other to reach that mark, to reach that target. You see? These Hebrews 10 and 23. It says, let us hold fast the profession of our faith without wavering, for he is faithful that promised. And let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works, That is what this video is about. To provoke unto love and to good works. Let me look up that word provoke. This video is for Akim all over the world. Because it's a worldwide ministry. See? It's a worldwide ministry. The word provoke.
Strong's G 3948. Paroxysmos. Paroxysmos.
Alright? It means an incitement, irritation. Alright? Look up. Boom, 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 boom. It irritate you to do good. Why? Say what? Irritation. Look up that word incitement. Why is that? Why are irritating you to do good? It's because I love. See? Why you go irritate somebody to do good? You love them. This is the action of provoking unlawful behavior or urging someone to be. Well, it's say unlawfully here when I look up in incitement, but no, it's not unlawfully. See? Provoking them to operate lawfully rather. See what? Synonyms meaning motivation, position, motivate unto love, motivate you unto love, unto good works. You see? That's what the kingdom of heaven is about. And that's what this video is about. Making it into the kingdom of heaven. And the tools we need to make it into the kingdom of heaven. Unfeigned love for the brethren. And that is the only tools we need. And faith in Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. You see? That is the only tools we need to make it into the kingdom of heaven. I'll read it over. These Hebrews 10 and 24. It says, let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works. It says what? Not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together, as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another. Exhorting. Building up. Look up that word exhorting. That's what this video is about. To exhort brothers all over to become as Yahushua was. To my knowledge, as you know, how he was, you know. I can't explain everywhere how he was, but this is just my incitement of how he was. Exhorting.
Strong's G 3870. Parakaleo. Parakaleo.
Parakaleo. It says to call one side, call for someone, to address, speak to call upon, which may be done in way of exhortation, entreaty, comfort, instruction, admonish, exhort, to beg, entreat, beseech, to strive to appease by entreaty, to console. See, that what we just do, console you, comfort you, to encourage and strengthen by consolation, to comfort, to receive consolation, be comforted. It's to instruct, to teach. So, that is what this lesson is about. See, to exhort. It says, not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together, as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another, comforting you through the scriptures, instructing you in the spirit of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, and so much the more as ye see the day approaching. And we see the day approaching. So when the day approaching, we had to be found blameless in the eyesight of the Most High. We can't be found with things where the Lord could say, nah, I ain't beaming you up. Oh gosh. It says 2 Peter 3:14. It says, wherefore, beloved, seeing that ye look for such things, the day approaching, we're looking for that. Be diligent that ye may be found of him in peace, without spot and blameless. See? When the day reach, that very great day when Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, crack them clouds, crack them skies, to rain down fury on this earth, we would like to be blameless. You don't want to be blamed. You don't want the Lord to say, I'm blaming you for this, that, and the third. It wasn't right. You don't want Matthew 7:22. You understand? You don't want that. So do the right things now. You know? As the day approaching. You know? Matthew 7:21, it says, not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? So gonna have men who say prophesying. And in thy name have cast out devils, and in thy name have done many wonderful works. And then will I profess unto him, I never knew you, depart from me that work iniquity. So the Lord saying, I don't know fucking you why you was doing it unfeigned. Or Salak, all was doing it feigned. All was doing it unsincere. And all was doing it in malice. See? Because you have spot. That's why you have to examine thyself. Look all around you and make sure you ain't doing the wrong things. You understand? That is what this truth is about. You understand? So we looking for that kingdom, and all are we looking for that penny? You know, all are we looking for that penny from the living God, Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai. So we had to pull each other, provoke each other to do the correct things. Especially now, why? Because it's so easy for men to fall off. You understand? It's so easy. It's the slightest thing for a brother to fall. And I could speak for myself. I don't want to see a fall, boy. I don't want to see no brother fall out just so. Because these men salvation here, boy. This is salvation. My desire is not to see the brother who I standing up near to on the highways, on the byways, on the battlefield, get a bullet in the head and dead. But then there is one brother less than me. Why would I want to see that? The more who could come in, all you come in. and believe. This is why you have to exhort them, because you're looking for the kingdom of heaven. You understand this place going down? You're looking for the kingdom. So now you're exhorting them to do good, in hopes that they take heed and they gain a brother, and there is a next brother added to the fold, a next elect seal, so the kingdom could come faster. You see? That is what this truth is about. So, I go hold it up on that. With that, I will say Shalom and Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai Barakatam. To all you came around the world who push this word out in truth and sincerity. In sincerity and in truth. You see? Stay strong and give all praises to Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. Exhortation to all you came around the world. You know, the tools needed for the kingdom of heaven. This is an exhortation. This is exhortation for myself to become better. This is exhortation for the Yakim around the world to do necessary things to make it. You know, because this is what we're looking for. We're looking to make it. We're looking to pull down. No. Looking to build up something right now. Not pull down. Give up. You're looking to pull down a man and bring him. No, we ain't looking to pull down a man and bring him down. We're looking to build something. Build a kingdom with sovereignty, right? And rulership, right? You know? So this is the build up. This edification. And hey, Shalom and Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai Barakatam. Double honors to the apostles. Shalom. To the elect.